Welcome to New Caledonia for the cricket competition at the 14th Pacific Games. This tournament will see 4 countries fighting it out for 3 medals on offer. PNG will be aiming for their 6th straight Pacific gold medal and will enter the event as strong favourites. Vanuatu will be looking to improve on their 2nd place finish to PNG at the recent ICC EAP Division 1 tournament. Fiji will be aiming to impress ahead of their World Cricket League Division 6 tournament coming up in Malaysia, while the host New Caledonia, who are not yet an ICC member, will be trying to gain valuable experience for their players against the 3 highest ranked teams in the region. In the first match, New Caledonia won the toss and sent Fiji into bat. Fiji started in a positive frame of mind with openers Seru and Sukovi Revoca on the attack early. Although New Caledonia managed to remove Seru, all that did was bring Sakurai Lamani to the crease, who went about smashing the bowls all over the park on his way to a magnificent 77 not out. A couple of late wickets salvaged some pride for the hosts, but they were still set the imposing total of 213 for victory. The match was all but over very early in the second innings, thanks to an outstanding bowling display and 3 wickets from young Viliame Yabaki. A couple of late shots gave the home fans something to cheer about, but in the end it wasn't enough for New Caledonia, all out in the last over for just 79 runs.
Zachariah Lamani was brilliant. He was sent out as a pinch hitter, batted from batting number 3, batted right through the innings. I'm not sure how many he got, but he must have been somewhere in the 80s. Very happy with him, and then when we let them go, they went and they scored 80 off the last 5 overs.
Non, justement, au niveau des lanceurs spinners, on en a quelques-uns dans les équipes qui composent la Nouvelle-Calédonie. Hein. Il y a 5 clubs. Je crois que sur les 5 clubs, il doit y avoir 2 ou 3. Mais c'est vrai qu'on n'a pas l'habitude de jouer contre des lanceurs spinners. Et c'est sur ce point-là qu'il faut qu'on travaille.
In the afternoon, Vanuatu won the toss and elected to bat against PNG, and despite a positive first few overs, were quickly put under pressure with the introduction of the spin of Jason Killer and some tight PNG fielding. This left Vanuatu in big trouble at 3 for 39 and in need of some heroics. The heroics did eventually come though in the form of Simpson Obed. However, another late flurry of wickets saw Vanuatu finish 8 for 103 off their 20 overs. In reply, Tony Ura wasted no time in setting about chasing down the modest Vanuatu total with some big hitting. However, the introduction of Andrew Mansale into the attack got instant results for Vanuatu. Then when Mtahu Tava claimed killer, it was briefly game on. However, the experience of PNG came to the fore yet again as they passed the total with 2 overs to spare for a solid start to their campaign.
Yeah, it was a good game. They started well. They came as in their positive way, saying that they were going to win the goal, and yeah, it was a good match. They at the end it was a close match, but yeah, thanks to the boys that contributed in our betting, and yeah, we came out with the win. Yeah.
Well, the important thing is putting the runs on the board. So if we put another 50 on top of 103, that would be a bit different.
so our boys fight back really well. The batsmen didn't do well today. Some of the batsmen, some of the decision, we don't have to complain about the decision, but it's cricket. Sometimes you got a good day, sometimes you got a bad day, but just accept it.
Day 2 was greeted by beautiful sunshine in Noumea, and Fiji won the toss and decided to bat in their clutch game against Vanuatu. Rika and Revoca started well for Fiji, batting out the first 7 overs without loss, to be none for 31. However, just when Vanuatu were desperate for a wicket, young Nala Nipiko produced a piece of magic. This triggered the loss of a couple of wickets for Fiji as Obed claimed Rika. However, some late order big hitting from Sakurai Lamani helped Fiji to a competitive 3 for 113. In reply, Fiji took the early wicket of Damien Smith before Vanuatu seemingly took control of the match, thanks to a good partnership between Natape and Mansale that entertained the crowd with some wonderful hitting. However, things changed dramatically when a rush of blood from Mansale gifted his wicket to Keita. Then, after 2 wickets in 3 balls from Yubaki, Fiji were back in town. Things went from bad to worse for Vanuatu when Nipiko was run out. With boundaries hard to come by, Vanuatu tried pushing for 1s and 2s before eventually needing a 6 off the last ball to win.
Oh, it's awesome, and I haven't felt that in a long time. To fight against a really strong squad like Vanuatu and come out winners is not easy. And I think the boys dug really deep to get this win out, and everything goes back to them and the coaching staff and everyone that took part in preparing this team.
Yeah, it was a bit hard to swallow at the end there, but that's cricket. We've had close encounters with Fiji before. I think we had the same thing in PNG, and we came out on top instead of them, and so the tables are turned on us this time. But
in the second match of the day, the host New Caledonia had the daunting task of taking on the world number 19 ranked PNG, and many expected a one-sided affair. With PNG batting first, Kapina Arua and Tony Ura quickly put the game out of reach. With a huge target secured, PNG lost some late wickets chasing further runs, which gave the New Caledonians the opportunity to show off some antics in the field. However, the damage was already done, New Caledonia needing 198 for victory. The wickets began to fall right from the first over for the hosts and didn't stop, as they plummeted to 7 for 19. A couple of late boundaries to Noel Sinieu put some marginal respectability into the New Caledonian score, but in the end they fell a massive 150 runs short.
I feel firstly when I went out, I was I'm out of form. When I came in, I was nervous, and I started to get runs by having singles, and then start to build my confidence up, and then go for big shots.
C'est un grand plaisir pour nous pour jouer contre les Fiji. On a vu l'an passé qu'on avait joué contre eux, ils atteignaient plus 2 fois le score qu'on a eu là. Et c'était l'objectif qu'on avait mis en tête, c'était de réduire le score. Hier contre Fiji, Fiji a dépassé la barre des 200. Et par contre là, on a réussi à mettre pas pour PNJ en dessous le 200. Là, pour nous, c'est une victoire ça déjà. Petite île comme nous, certains qui ont fait 4 ans de cricket par rapport aux autres qui ont fait depuis petit.
Beautiful sunshine greeted the teams again for the final round robin matches, in 2 games that were essentially dead rubbers, with the fixtures to be repeated in the medal matches on Friday. Vanuatu were on a mission after the disappointment of the loss against Fiji the previous day, and went about setting a huge total. And it was usual suspects Andrew Mansale and Simpson Obed that did the damage. Good shots were few and far between for New Caledonia, as they slumped for 5 for 47, before losing a further 5 wickets for just 3 runs. But despite the 158-run demolition, the team still joined forces at the conclusion of the match for some fun.
Yesterday was the poor performance ever. I mean, it was a great performance. Sorry to say poor, but I mean, 6 run or 5 runs short. It's the 2 opening batsmen. They did a very good job, and even though we have a collapse first wicket we lost, and the 2, myself and Leniga, we still got it. So we put on 70 to 80, and we set up a platform where we thought we were gonna win, and our boys just came in and we got a collapse in the bottom of it. So that was painful, but I'm happy the boys got over it, and we came in today and put another show. So with the victory we have, I think I'm proud of my boys how they bounced back today. I know it's Noumea, but the victory does count. So we're so happy today. Yeah.
The afternoon was a preview to the gold medal match, with Fiji aiming to put some doubt into the minds of the seemingly invincible PNG. It was a slow old start for Fiji, with only Sikove and Guana keeping the scorers remotely busy. However, the slow run rate put added pressure on the batsmen, eventually causing a collapse, with Fiji all out for 91, Jason Killer the star with 3 wickets. In reply, PNG were never troubled, passing the score with 7 wickets in hand and more than 6 overs remaining. With 3 wins from as many games for PNG and the gold medal match to come, the party was just getting started.
My bowling today was good, and I think I got my rhythm right for everything, and it's been good for me to like bowl in the middle overs and last overs. Yeah, I've been working on my training days every week, I mean, in PNG, so it's been good for us and all our boys here.
Yeah, look, our batting did start okay. We probably didn't score the runs we required in those first few overs either. However, we tried to recover, and I think we recovered to a certain extent, and then we just couldn't score off enough balls each over, and that was a difference.